In these days of liberated, changing times, there are still revolting, atrocious hate crimes. In these more open-minded, enlightened days, John Osnes was a talented friend of mine, wandering on the homosexual line, playing in the piano bars filled with gays. He made the piano scream with pleasing jazz, with enjoyable, harmonious pizzazz, and he knew the standard music repertoire. Contented singers would sing as he would play 2 songs each, like he was at a cabaret, but he made every singer feel like a star. I never distinguished his personal pain, or if his mother and father cried in vain when he told them about his reality. I do not know if his dad tried to debate the fact that his artistic son was not straight, or argue about his sexuality. I would see him at a small piano bar as he boasted that he did not need a car to arrive anywhere in Los Angeles. I would watch the drinking men who came to drown in this elderly piano bar downtown, where piano and singer could coexist. Singers would sing without repulsive critique, with good and horrific musical technique, as John would contentedly perform along. John was always geared and enthusiastic, and made the singers on stage feel fantastic when they passionately finished up their song. No one could have predicted his horrid fate on November 24th, 2008, when out walking he was brutally attacked. He was viciously assaulted by a hood on the rock and rolling streets of Hollywood, where he was disturbingly beaten and whacked. David Jassy pounded him to his last breath, beating the talented John Osnes to death, just for being a pedestrian walking. John hated motorists when roaming on foot, or how the motorist refused to stay put, and complained of yielding when we were talking. The night an SUV pulled extremely close was the horrid night 2 men would juxtapose, as the roadway strangers led to tragedy. 10 witnesses were speechless and horrified, with their eyes flabbergasted and mortified, as they all stared in disbelief anxiously. No one could believe the grim reality of a wicked man with such brutality, who was a malicious Swedish musician. David Jassy will be in prison for life, but that does not conclude my menacing strife, thinking of his piano bar rendition. The late John Osnes was gay and debonair. He was 55 when his life ended there, killed by a Swedish 35-year-old swine. His life was piano bars that is now past. For all those classic songs are not made to last. Yet the late John Osnes was a friend of mine.